Hey guys, good morning. It's Becky Bamboo. Today is Friday. It's Friday. It's Friday. Yeah, it's Friday, February 4th, 2011. I think that's right. This weekend is my dad's birthday. Well, really, his birthday is Tuesday, but we're celebrating his birthday this weekend. So I am going home to my mom and dad's. I'm really excited about going home. I think I'm just wanting to get out of my house for a little while, so I'm looking forward to being gone. So birthdays for my family always mean my parents take us all out to dinner, which is funny since it's my dad's birthday. When it's my mom's birthday, they still take us out to dinner, but we don't complain because there's 10 of us and they pick up the check, so it's kind of nice. My dad's favorite restaurant is the Olive Garden, so that's where we'll be going. I'm a little bit nervous about it because I think it could go one of two ways. If I make a decision to order something that has primarily protein on it and not pasta, it'll go fine. If I get that desire to try pasta again, which will more than likely happen, I really am going to work as hard as I can to find something that's got pasta and like grilled chicken or some kind of grilled fish or something on it that is where I can eat mostly just the protein and just a couple little bites of the pasta. I recently had pasta again about a week and a half or 2 weeks ago, and I did fine with it. So I don't know if I've reached a point now where I'm kind of past going to be getting sick on the pasta, but I think if I eat too much of it, then it'll still be bad. So this is going to be a hard decision. This one's going to be hard for me. I love pasta. I've always loved pasta. So to make the decision to make sure I make the right choice is going to be like one of those you're going to make the right choice moments, kind of like you got to put a gun to your own head and make sure that you keep aware of, I've had gastric bypass. If I eat all this pasta, I'm going to get sick. I don't want to spend the rest of the night sick, so I need to make a better decision. And, it's really, it's going to be a challenge for me this weekend. But with that said, I'm still very excited about it. I love going out to eat. That's one of my favorite things to do. It's kind of a downfall in a way that I just like. I think it's the atmosphere, being out and with other people, and it's just nice. Who doesn't, you don't have to do anything. You just go and sit down, you get served. Oh God, I just love going out to eat. I don't know if I'm the only person in the world that I love the experience of eating out, which is probably why we eat out too much, because I enjoy it. I enjoy cooking too, but there's nothing quite like just going out and not having to deal with it from time to time. So anyway, that's kind of going to be fun. Sunday's Super Bowl. I don't know if anybody out there is Packers or Steelers fans. My Bears didn't make it in. My Rams didn't make it in. So, yeah, I'm going to watch the game. I do like watching football. I'm just a jock at heart, and I can't help it. I like football and all that stuff, and understand it, and I know so many girls that just don't get football. They don't get the rules or what's happening, and I'm not one of those kind of girls. I'm the jockey kind of girl that gets it. Probably why I always had so many guy friends, because I'm just a jock. So anyway, Super Bowl Sunday. We're planning on coming home to watch it here, because otherwise it's really late before we get home. But since I'm not working, my husband may choose to want to go to a party instead back home. So who knows? But I'm kind of excited about that. Let's see. I'll recap how my night went last night. I did 2 workouts yesterday. So you guys know about Couch 5K Week 5 Day 2. But you don't know that I did Couch 5K Week 5 Day 3 also yesterday. I decided when I went back to the gym last night that I was going to get on the treadmill, but all the treadmills were full. Like every single one of them was full. And so I was limited to go to the track, or I would have to use a different piece of equipment. And I really just felt like jogging. I just wanted to go jog a little bit more. And so then I thought to myself, if I'm going to jog, I know Couch to 5K Week 5 Day 3 is just a 20-minute jog, so why don't I just get credit for it if I'm going to do it anyway? So that's what I did. I did I did a 5-minute warm-up, 20-minute jog, 5-minute cool down, and then I did about 45 minutes of weightlifting. And weightlifting, for those of you who don't do it, you got to start doing it. It feels so good. It really does. And you can feel the strength in your body increase every single time you do it. Like, I literally, every time it gets easier to lift the same amount, or I feel like I need to do more reps of it to kind of get that same fatigue or burn or whatever, or I need to add more weight, or, different things. So really, really want to encourage you guys to go for that. Really, really look into it. And for those of you who are not doing it because you're afraid of not knowing how to use the equipment, I was the same way, and I fought this off for a long time. Go to your gym, ask about if they have any one-on-one training you can get to learn how to work the equipment. My gym, they set you up. We just scheduled a time. My husband and I went together. We had a personal trainer that went through every single piece of equipment with us, showed us how each of us needs to set up. We each wrote down all of the seat positions. You can keep it all on paper, and how much weight we were using. And I mean, it was a really, really nice orientation to that. And it's helped. I mean, I've done so much weightlifting now that I don't even have to use the paper. I know what my seat positions are for all of the equipment. I really don't have to even, it's a kind of basically a no-brainer for me now. I just go and do it. And I do still write it down at the end. I go and write down everything that I did. So just to keep track of where I'm at and how much I'm doing at each time and when's the last time that I was there, because it's all dated and everything. But other than that, I mean, so you'll see people at our gym that have clipboards that take their paper with them to each individual station. And my husband's one of those who does that because he can't remember his seat positions. For me, I just know what they are. I guess maybe my memory is good like that. I don't know. So anyway, like, that's all that stuff's going really well. And I have to just say, with Capture 5K, I have to say thank you to so many of you who are continuing to push me and motivate me and, encourage me. And when I started this back in December, I thought there would be no way I'd even make it to week 4. And here I am, finished week 5, and realize by looking at the next 3 weeks, because there's week 6, 7, well, I guess there's 4 weeks, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. Man, I told you math is not my thing. So I looked at those and I realized pretty much starting week 6, day 3 through the rest of it, it's just all long runs. There's no more of like the real interval things. And I can't tell you how excited I am to get out of the intervals. I find them to be hard. They're hard. I don't know how else to say it except that they're hard. But I do want to start on my long runs starting week 6, day 3. Want to try to do as much as I can on the treadmill because I really want to know what my distances are. And I have no accurate way of tracking that unless I go outside and it's just too cold to run outside. I mean, it's below 0 and I'm not going there. I'm just not. I was cold at like whatever 26. I'm not gonna. I just have no interest in running much colder than that. So from then on, from week 6, day 3, it's like a 25-minute run, and then it keeps going up like 26 minutes, 28 minutes, 30 minutes, and the very last run is a 45-minute run. I don't know if all the Capture 5K programs do that 45-minute run in there, but this one does, and I want to try to do it. I want to try to do every single one of them. I think the 30-minute run, pretty much in my head, I know I can do that. 45 minutes, that's a good bit longer. So over time, I'll get there. I think I'll get there. But I want to keep working on it. And I really want to know how far I can run in 25 minutes, 30 minutes, just so that I have an idea for as I get closer and closer to May for the Capture 5K. I need to get to a point where I start to run a 5K. I know, like, this program is designed in a way that you, at the end of it, should be able to run a 30-minute 5K. I don't think that's realistic. Maybe I can do it in 45 minutes. I don't really know. If I can run at a 4.5 the whole time, 4.5, then I should be able to run it in 45 minutes. It's going to be interesting to see. So I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm really having a lot of fun experimenting with my running, and try new things, and feels good. It feels really, really good. And I have to say, I've been worried all week about the scale moving since it didn't move last week. So I cheated and I looked at it today. And it's moving again. So I'm really glad. I've done a lot of work the last 2 weeks. So I was really, really, really going to be disappointed if it didn't move. But it is moving. So I'm not going to tell you guys what it is because it could shift a little bit more over the weekend, and I'm hoping that it does. If that's going to be extra motivation for me eating out to make better choices, because I'm going to be thinking about that number on the scale and where I really want it to go to. And it's not quite there yet. So hopefully I'll lose a little bit more over the weekend. If not, I'm really happy with where it's at right now. So that's pretty good. What else? Doggy had a seizure last night. It was heartbreaking. He had it outside. It was like midnight, and my husband was still up, and I guess he was getting whiny and wanted to go outside, and so Jared let him out and realized that he had been out there a while and started looking for him, and he was seizing in the middle of the backyard in the cold. It was below zero, snow. By the time we got him inside, I don't think he was really seizing anymore. He was just shivering. I think he was scared because he always tries to get to one of us when he sees us. Like, he will fall off furniture trying to get to you. So he was, I think, stumbling around in the backyard, and he has no control over his body at that point, and so he just falls a lot, and it's just sad. It really breaks my heart, and unfortunately, I think we may have caused it. We gave him some hamburger last night, and we normally don't give him table scraps because the vet told us when he started having these that could cause them, and I think we may have caused that one. So back to monitoring more, and really, it's just really heartbreaking. So anyway, that's what's going on around here. There's, it's just, with the job thing, I wanted to share. I was really getting discouraged that some of these places I've applied had just immediately thrown my resume by the wayside and were not interested. I got an email yesterday that told me a place I could go for this one hospital system and look and see what the status of my resume was. And when I did that, I found I had applied for like 6 jobs through this same hospital company, which is a chain of hospitals. And of the 6 I applied for, 5 were still in consideration. So they are still reviewing my resume, which makes me feel good. One of them they weren't, and I wasn't surprised about that one because I kind of just applied for that one on the fly thinking, well, who knows. But so that one I did, it's no longer under consideration. But the other ones are under consideration still. So I still got like a glimmer of hope yesterday afternoon. Excuse me. When I found that out, because I just feel like, okay, well, it's just taking a while, but at least they are looking at my resume. They are considering me for these positions. So, and I'm sure that a lot of them are at like the same hospital. So maybe they're looking to see like where's the best fit for her going to be. I wouldn't be surprised at that. So hopefully maybe I'll hear about an interview next week. I don't know. I'm really like hopeful that this will play out some way positive soon. That's all I can do. So anyway, that's I guess it's a little bit of good news. I'm gonna take it. It keeps me feeling like, okay, I'm not total junk. They are still looking at my resume at least. It could have been a lot worse than what it was. So that's it for me. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Get out there and move and exercise. You'll be so glad you did. It helps with your stress and everything else. So, yeah, have a great one, guys. I love y'all. Bye.